What's up, YouTube? Next Level Yu-Gi-Oh! Back here again with my first video after YCS Toronto. As you might have seen already, I put up 3 videos that I took while I was there, and that's all I have. I have one other short video of me playing Marcus, the same Marcus Carice, but it gets cut short, so I don't know if I'm going to put it up. If you guys want to see it, comment and tell me, and I can put it up. It's no big deal. But it's only like 3 minutes of us playing, but I was clearly going to win. That's all that needs to be said about that. A few other quick things. In the other videos that I put up of me and Dale and Marcus, I know that I make some mistakes and Marcus makes some mistakes. I don't know if Dale makes any mistakes. Oh, he does make one, I saw. But so please don't fucking comment, oh, you're so bad, or whoever is so bad. Like, everyone makes mistakes, and I mean, we're all just trying to get better. I think I said this before, but I'm gonna put up a video soon, tomorrow maybe, within the week, of detailing like the mistakes I made and why I made them and what would have been a better play, stuff like that. Sort of break down the matches. But this video, I really just wanted to recap my YCS Toronto experience. So Thursday I left, or no, sorry, Friday I left, and I had class, but I overslept. Like, I was gonna leave Thursday, but I couldn't because I had class Friday and I couldn't miss the class. But I ended up oversleeping for the class anyway, so I didn't go. But I still got a bus at noon to Toronto from New York City. It's like a 10-hour bus ride, which is very, very long, as I know well now. But as soon as I get on the bus, I sit down next to this old guy who's like the only seat open. And as soon as the bus starts moving, like, he whips out his laptop and goes on Pojo. No, I'm just joking. No, he starts typing this. He starts typing this story about like Jews. It's like a novel. And I'm reading it, and it's like kind of good. I was gonna talk to him because I like to write too, but then I look over and I see he's typing with a stub. He only has one hand, like I don't know, it's stubby, and so that kind of blew my mind to start with. Like, I was like, shit, I'm going to play Yu-Gi-Oh! This guy's making it as an author with his one hand. Very inspiring. But anyway, bus ride is very long. My phone doesn't get internet in Canada. I'm roaming, so that kind of sucked. But we got through the border fine. When I finally get to Toronto, we're just at the bus station, and I'm waiting for my friend Joe Giolando to pick me up. And I was really hungry, so I went and got this sandwich, which was so good. Like, maybe it was just because I was really hungry, but it was like a gyro. It wasn't a gyro. It was like a shawarma sandwich. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's like the chicken on like a spinning thing with like the juices dripping all over it, and they put like pickles and other stuff in it. It was really good. And then I talked to this guy about hip hop for a while. Like, I like hip hop a lot. Maybe, I don't know if you guys could tell, but yeah, I'm kind of into it, I guess. So we talked for a little bit about who the best rapper is. It's Biggie, by the way, if he's watching this. Tupac. No, he said Tupac. He's wrong. And he also claimed to have a $10,000 watch, which doesn't seem to be true because he didn't look that ballin'. But anyway, we get back to the hotel, playtest a little bit, like a very little bit. I basically just built my deck. I never playtested that night. And I ran debris plants, as you've probably seen from the videos. I did a deck profile on it. That video is up. And basically I ran that because in the other video I put up right before Toronto, I talked about how really slow-paced decks can exercise a skill gap, so you can make your opponent misplay more, and it makes it easier for you to win. And so Quick Draw Debris Plants is like a really slow-paced deck, so I felt like it could do that, while also having like strong setups with Titanial and Debris Dragon, making a Stardust Dragon or something like that. I didn't run Spore in the event because I felt like Spore would be a dead draw opening hand, which it It kind of is. Like, I run Spore now, but I don't love it. But I feel like it's good for another win condition, especially because I think I'm gonna take out Quick Draw Synchron, so I might need the like power that Spore gives. Uh, so we get to the event. I had to pick up some Solemn Warnings. I kind of ripped myself off, which sucked. But they were like the really hot card right before the event. People were selling them for like 30, even ultras. And I pick up some other cards, meet a few people. I wrote my deck list, and I forgot to write Solemn Judgment on my deck list, which I find out round 3, right after I lose round 3 to, ironically, Solemn Judgment. I controlled the game, like I was up a few cards on him, but I was at like 2100, and I knew he had a live Machina Fortress in his grave or hand, like he could summon one, and I had Titanio, and I summoned Dandelion, so that if he tried to negate or try to destroy Titanio, I would be able to negate without sacrificing my Titanio. But and obviously that's kind of risky because if he summons Fortress, he can run it over. But I had Mirror Force set, so I thought I was fine. But he summons Fortress, attacks Dandelion, and I Mirror Force. And the card he drew, he top decked and set the turn before was Solemn Judgment, which was his only out unless he runs Giant Trunade, which I don't know if he does. But I don't think he does because it's game 2 against Quick Draw. I think he would side that out. But anyway, that kind of ticked me off because I was up a few cards. I thought I was going to win that game, but he had his only out. But maybe it was my mistake. I can't recall the exact details of the match. Maybe I should have done something else. So and then game 2 he dualityed into Oppression after I made a Drill Warrior turn 1, which might have been a bad play. And then I made a Titanio. I set up with that, and then he tops Dark Hole. So I might have put myself in a bad position, but he did get pretty lucky. I'll say that. He was fine. He was a good player. He's a nice guy. He said he liked my post on Duelist Count or something like that. Yeah, he was a nice guy. And yeah, I play Thunderpants, Alex Van Sant, round 5, and we had a good game. He's a cool guy. I'll put a annotation somewhere. I need to get better about doing that. I haven't put up many. And he won game 1. I won game 2. Then game 3, he just set up really early with like a Stardust and some other card. Like he played Zombie World, which is I didn't realize it quite at the time, but it's a really good side deck against my deck, Debris Plants. Because it also stops me from making a Fortress Dragon off their machines, which I sided in Cyber Dragons. But by the time he played Zombie World, like he had probably already won the game anyway. It didn't matter that much. So I lost to him, which is fine. He's a very good player, and he ended up getting 3rd. So props to him. I'm alright with losing people who are really good, even though I wish I could win. And I played James Newman round 8, and he got a deck profile. He's running Flambeau with like 3 Hamster, 3 Raikou, 3 Solemn Warning, 3 Rekindling, just all these 3 O's, 3 Spy I think. Kai, or no, he didn't run Kai's, he ran Light Darkness Dragon. But he basically just had, he didn't like have the nuts, he didn't have like a god hand, but his hand was good to counter mine. There was just not much I could do, like honestly, in the games. He played very well, but he also just had everything he needed to counter me. Like, there are some games, I talked about this with a few people at Toronto, like, there's some games when you're playing really well and you feel really good because you're like kind of outplaying them, but you also have to realize that you're like drawing the perfect cards to break their setups. Like, you're playing well, but you're also drawing well. So, but that happens to everyone, so it's not like I'm blaming him. Then. So I was 5-3 at that point. I just dropped. I didn't really feel like playing anymore, especially without the Solemn Judgment. That just put me in a bad mood, kind of. Apparently videos can be 15 minutes now. My good friend Paul Clark told me this. So this is over 10 minutes, but hopefully this will still go up. Sorry for making these wicked long videos. Like, I understand you guys don't... I don't know. I have to find a way to shorten these. But, so day 2, I came back, played in a Winamat, and won. I played against Maurice Brantley, who's also on YouTube. SFL Team Illusion. Again, put in the annotation. And I played against Noah White, who's a good player from Michigan. And we had some good matches. I ended up winning the Winamat and sold it. And then after that, not really that much happened. There are a lot of very other stories that went on, like Matt Hoey, who just got second at Indianapolis. Yeah. Hung out with us for a while, and he's a cool guy. We did some shit. Played Yu-Gi-Oh! And what else happened? Yeah, I'm not going to go into all the other stories, but Canada is like the U.S. It's like fast and cheap for their fast food, but like for everything kind of. And Canada is like slower, more expensive, better quality. And honestly, I kind of like that attitude in Canada, but coming from the U.S., it's a big change. Because like at McDonald's, like we ordered, I don't even remember. I ordered a 10-piece chicken nuggets, and it was like $10 for the meal, and I'm like, oh well, all right, even though that's like what, $5 here. And then we had to wait like a half hour for it to come out, and then we went to another pizza place the next day and had to wait like 20-30 minutes there too. So I don't know, it's a trade-off. You guys have healthcare and very expensive alcohol. That's weird, but but all in all, Canada was interesting. It's like U.S. with a twist. And I had a really good time in Toronto. Like all the Canadian players that I met, Andrew Hayton, Marcus Spainer, Marcus Carisse, Dale, many more. Tristan Gonzalez, I played against him. James, Bobby, all the people from Montreal, Justin. Just all those guys are really cool. And it's too bad I don't get to see them more because Canada's a long way. But hopefully at Philadelphia I'll see some of these people. Later Sunday and Monday we went to Niagara Falls, which was really fun. Never been there before. I always wanted to see it. One of the wonders of the world, I think. Maybe. But yeah, it was really fun. The whole Canada experience was really fun. I'm disheartened that I couldn't do better, especially because of Solemn Judgment. Partly, like, obviously that's not the whole reason, but it would make things a lot easier. Solemn Judgment's a very good card. Yeah, and so I'll have that match analysis video up soon. Check out the videos of me and Dale playing, me and Marcus playing. Dale kind of makes me look like a scrub. But that's what he does. That's his thing. So, yeah. Shout outs to all those people. I'll put annotations up. And this past week I've been working pretty hard to improve this channel, and I'm going to start putting more work in, or trying to. I'm going to do a regional in like 2 weeks, take some videos there too. And let's roll in this video. Peace out, YouTube.